Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Thursday here with your twin flame energy check-in. Wanted to kind of check in and see what's going on. I know I did a quick little overall energy check-in. I think it was a day ago or 2 days ago because I wanted just to see because I felt like there was a breakthrough. It looked like he's definitely on his way to kind of figure things out. The good news is that, he continues to get the masculine, continues to be enlightened about the connection. He's continuing to see that his feminine is definitely the divine feminine, right? Because in his heart, she comes up as high priestess and empress. And so that is an understanding of that this connection with her is she's this wise, intuitive, high vibrational person who is this empress, who is this creator, who is the queen, who is all the queens, and he's really feeling that in his heart. The challenge for him today is he's very much in judgment, meaning in evaluation, in his headspace, a little bit of decision making around, how he wants to proceed. And because his heart is still broken, he's still feeling rejected, perhaps. He's still a little defensive about his movement forward, okay? Our feminine, very similar to our last reading that I did, not the breakthrough one, that quick one, but the one reading that I did, the in-depth reading that I did, I think on Monday. She's still suffering from the Seven of Swords energy. She's still in a little bit of illusion, still healing that wound. So we don't see her moving forward as quickly as we would like, okay? She's still a little confused. She's still in her emotions, union stuck. She's working very hard on her heart space to kind of end the conflict that's within her heart about, hey, is this guy like juggling? Is he not juggling? What are we doing here? So she's very much in the energy of really trying to balance it out, okay? She is the empress in her environment. She's the queen in her environment, okay? So she's coming out as the Queen of Wands. She is the Queen of Cups. She is the empress in her environment, okay? And so she's kind of in this energy of like with or without you, and something is definitely pulling her more towards the without you energy, okay, if I have to say so. And I feel like energetically the masculine perhaps is seeing that because he's seeing her as the Queen of Wands as well, and he's also in a little bit of the dark. And I do feel like for those of you that this resonates with, and maybe it's been a little period of time since you guys have communicated, and he's like, wow, she is moving on without me. She's not coming back, or whatever it is. And so that's why he's seeing her as the Queen of Wands. So there's definitely that energy. She is the Empress to him, she is the High Priestess to him, and she's the Queen of Wands to him. So I gotta tell you, I did clarify the heck out of that Queen of Wands because that came out in his overall energy, and we've got Three of Cups all over the freaking place here. And so I was just like, I gotta figure this out. So there's no third party. I went ahead and just, did an extra clarification on all of this, and there's no third party, okay? It's just, honestly, it is the energy of the third parties in the past that continues to keep this connection stuck, okay? And I gotta tell you, for those of you that are commenting, someone commented on the last one, like, oh, isn't it funny how the masculine does the shitty thing and it's the feminine's fault? So, that comment, that person or whatever, you have to think about what you're feeling when you're putting a comment like that. That is a very wounded energy, okay? That's a wounded energy. You are wounded. That needs to be healed. And that's exactly why the Seven of Swords keeps coming up. It's whose fault, not a fault, whatever, right? I'm not here to lay judgment or blame on anybody. What's happened has happened, okay? But now we're in the part of learning the lesson, moving on. You don't have to get stuck, And nobody's sitting here blaming anybody. Something happened, because remember, this comment comes from people who don't understand the journey. This comment comes from people that are still stuck in their bitterness, stuck in their wounds, stuck in their pain. This is a journey of understanding, of self-love, of healing, of unconditional love. Okay? Am I saying that cheating on somebody or deceiving them or manipulating them is good? Am I saying that it's okay? No, absolutely not. But when you have that energy in a person, in a connection, you should love yourself enough to leave it. And then come to an understanding in this connection, because that wound manifested for a reason. The reason why there was this manifested in this connection was for it to trigger you deeply, so that you can ascend, so that you can have better understanding of yourself, so you know that you're not going to settle for those types of behaviors in the future, because you love yourself, you're in union of self, so that when this happens, and if it happens in the future, you sniff that out quickly, and you don't stick around for the cheating. You're not sticking around for the wound. You know it, you honor yourself, and you move forward. But the thing is also, as you're moving forward, you're not going to bring partners into your life that are going to have that type of energy, okay? And so what it also does is, when you honor and respect yourself and move on from that kind of energy that your masculine displayed, you're also teaching the masculine a lesson. Like, hey, that may have worked with your third parties and karmics, but I love myself. I honor myself. I am the empress. I am the high priestess. I am the queen of wands. I'm all the queens. This queen is not going to tolerate that type of behavior. And so by you leaving and not sticking around, hey, cheat on me, whatever, you're showing him that, you know what? I'm worthy. I have self-worth. And so when you don't go back to that energy that he displays, he's going to be forced to look at himself and be like, whoa, you know what? This is wrong. I got to change. I got to change. And I'm probably losing the best thing that ever happened to me. So that's what I want to share with you guys, is this journey is about being the best version of yourself. The things that he does will trigger you and help you heal and wound and ascend and move forward. The way that you then react to that and grow and manifest then ultimately begins his ascension process and teaches him the lesson, okay? So listen, the people that cheat, that are greedy, that go out and they have to have this partner, this many partners, this and that, they need attention, that's a low self-esteem energy. I need this many people to satisfy me, to tell me I'm hot, to tell me blah, 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 whatever. That is an energy of someone that needs attention, that has low self-esteem, so they're requiring attention outside of themselves. So when you're saying, hey, I don't need your attention, when you're in that kind of energy, you're teaching him that he has to be his own light. You're teaching him he has to find his own self-worth. That's the journey. So listen to me and play this back if you're going to get into that energy when I read this reading, when I go through this reading. Because I'm not here to coddle, okay? I'm not here to say, it's okay, he's a douchebag, whatever. No, I'm here to help teach the lesson. Learn the lesson so it doesn't repeat. And if you stay in the bitterness and the anger and, oh, my masculine did this and blah, 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 and you don't take the step back as an empress and as a high priestess to understand, then you are missing the whole point, okay? I did a podcast with My Ugly Truth. It's on my YouTube channel, and I posted that yesterday. And I talk about the twin flame journey. I talk about this dynamic. I talk about what the feminine's journey is, what the masculine's journey is, what the journey of union is. So if you want to listen to that, it's on my YouTube channel, okay? And so, I posted it yesterday, so take a look. But I'm sorry if any of you are offended. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm here to have a platform to share my message. And if you're triggered by my words, then perhaps I'm not the reader for you. And so you can move on to a reader that better resonates with what you are looking for. But I am a reader that speaks the truth. I am a reader and an intuitive and a coach that wants to help you ascend. I am not going to keep you stuck. If you want to stay stuck and, oh, he did this and he's been cheating, and those are the readers that, they go into those karmic energies and all that stuff, and they, perhaps I've seen people bash the masculine. I'm not here to bash the masculine. I'm not here to bash the feminine. I'm here to say, here's the energy. This is why the energy's still here and how you can move on. Okay? That is my collective. Those are my people. That's my tribe. And so, again, this energy here for the feminine of still being in balance, I totally get it. I totally get it. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, I haven't experienced this either. I mean, I think we all have on some level experienced illusions and secrets and, manipulation or whatever it is from the people that we love. Okay. And so that's not just the masculine. So the masculine here is helping teach that lesson to the feminine that, yes, we've all been manipulated. We've all had people betray us. But then what do you do with that energy? Do you stay in your bitterness? Or do you say, you know what? This is not me. What am I learning from this situation? How can I further ground myself to say, you know what? This is a projection. This is here to teach me something. Just like you're here to teach him something. So, the energy is still here, guys. Okay, so if you want to go back to the energy from Monday, take a look at it and then watch this reading so you're better equipped with the information. But I will tell you, the feminine has moved on from the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Wands. So it's no longer icy for the masculine, but now he's like, whoa, she's going to leave. She's actually going to leave, right? And so that's the energy. Remember, I'm doing a significant amount of healing sessions right now, and it has been such a wonderful experience. I actually did one. I do 2 or 3 every day, and that with clients. And I did some beautiful ones yesterday, where it's just been so remarkable to see what the blocks are, then to do the healing, and then to talk to the client so they understand the blocks, they understand what was cleared. And then when they send me the message the next day or a few days later, just to see the breakthroughs, to hear about the breakthroughs, has been extremely rewarding. I don't do this session for everyone. So if you want to book your own healing session, it comes with a twin flame blocks reading. So we do a reading first and then I do the healing. You've got to send me your picture first so I can see if it is a match for me to do the work. So first, go to my website, queenoflight1111.com. Look at what the description is of that service and that reading, and then send me a picture in email at queenoflight1111@gmail.com. I will respond to you within 24 hours and say whether or not I can work with you, and then you have 24 hours to book that session with me through my website. Let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Bottom of the deck for the tarot. So we've got the themes here: masculine's theme, the theme for the connection, and the theme for our feminine. The bottom of the deck for the tarot that clarifies that is the Two of Cups. So there's very much a union energy. So with the themes of our masculine and our feminine. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the themes, and then I will get into the overall energies. All right. So first card out for our masculine. This is like the Hierophant card. This is the Faith card in the deck. So he's very much really awakened to this connection. I mean, I know I've been saying this for several readings now, but he has blind faith. Look at his all of these religious symbols, right? The Star of David, the Hamsa. You've got the yin yang energy. You've got, the cross here. There's all of these, the Buddhism. There's all of these energies of all these different faiths, and he's blindly, going within. He's going within, and it's clarified with the Six of Wands. So as he goes within through this separation with his divine feminine, I think it's beautiful. It is giving him faith in this connection. It is giving him more faith in himself, and he has a greater understanding of his spiritual beliefs, what he wants to do, and he's being victorious over this, over his awakening. I love that for him. For our divine feminine, she's got this energy of balance and equality. I love that they're both holding things. Like, he's holding his spiritual beliefs very close to himself now, and she is in this energy of Queen of Pentacles and this balance and equality, and she's got the yin yang symbol over her heart. She's got this, these balls here that she's balancing out. She's balanced here on one foot in this pirouette, okay? And so if you look at this, what's happening with her is she's very much trying to ground herself. She's trying to ground her intuition, her high priestess energy with her divine feminine empress energy. She's really trying to come into some sort of balance on her connection, some balance on her union with her masculine. She's trying to balance out her energy. So her entire reading is about balance. His entire reading today has to do with his spirituality, his awakening to this connection. And then here we have the energy of the connection. And this is about wishful thinking and role playing and manipulation, but this is not in that sense of, this is the universe with the divine masculine and the feminine. And this is like, give me the strings to these marionettes, because I'm in control, I'm in charge of how this is going to go. So this is about pure surrender to the divine for Three of Cups, for union, okay? But because we got Three of Cups a lot, and because she was the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in his energy, it didn't match. I was like, we got to check. So I did that later, and it all works out. But I'll tell you, I wanted to make sure that I did that for you guys. So I love the energy of the masculine. I love his awakening energy. I love the energy of the feminine, that she's truly getting the message that she's got to heal that energy of feeling like there's illusions, feeling like there's secrets. Listen, you're not together at this time. You are not in union with your divine partner at this time. So is he cheating on you? No, you're not in a commitment. You're not in a connection. So he's not cheating. But he's not doing anything anyway. So if you're thinking that, I'm telling you as a reader, if you have been, resonating with this, with my readings, there isn't a third party. It is the old energy of juggling that continues to affect the feminine. And so that's why she's in this energy of healing and balance and illusions. And that's really what she's trying to balance out. She's trying to gain illumination. And for him, he's in his healing. He knows that his feminine is his wish. He knows that she is his twin. And he's dealing with his own illusions and his own energies of like, how am I going to progress this connection forward? So when he, in his overall energy, despite his feminine, I said, what's in his overall energy? Well, his feminine, Queen of Wands. Okay? She comes out as the Queen of Wands in her headspace. So right away, I kind of already knew that it was her, but I went ahead and clarified it in the environment anyway, because she came out in the environment for him. And that's usually where I ask for third party energies. So when I clarified it, it turns out it is the feminine, but I still had to do it because this feminine that watches my readings is still in this energy. I wanted to do this for you, to show you that there is no third party. And right away in his overall energy, he's saying, you're my fiery queen and you're moving on without me, right? With or without you, queen. And so then the next card is the Three of Cups, which was another reason why I looked into the Queen of Wands even deeper in the environment, is because Three of Cups is an energy sometimes of third parties. And so, and because it came out in the connection, but you know what? She's got it too, Three of Cups. So in this case, this is him wanting reunion with his fiery queen and wanting to work together, Three of Pentacles, with his fiery queen. But he feels like it's over. Death, it's over. He's feeling like this connection is over. We're not going to be able to come together. We're not going to be able to work together as a team on our problem, because she's in the Queen of Wands energy. She's moving on without me. That's the energy that he's getting, and which makes a lot of sense, because her first card for her overall energy is the Chariot. She's like, I'm moving. I need to move. But this is her balancing out the shadow and the light. And this is also an energy. Look how dark this card is. I feel like she's moving forward because she's in her illusion in the dark. And she's just like, I can't do this anymore. And so no wonder he sees her as the Queen of Wands. She's like, I want to move on. I'm at this decision-making point, Two of Wands. Okay? Because I need to heal. He's not healthy for me at this time, because I'm in this energy of constantly thinking, is he doing something shady? And so she wants something equal. Six of Pentacles. She's like, I can't do this. I've got to heal myself. I got to heal this energy, because I'm in the dark. I'm tired of being in the dark. She's tired of being in the dark. She's at the decision-making point. She knows she needs to heal herself, and that's why she's moving on in the Queen of Wands energy, because she knows she is not stable enough for a connection at this time, because she is still wounded from the past energy, the past of what he did. I get it. I get it. If you are this feminine, book a healing session. I literally just did a healing session on the Seven of Swords energy for a client, and I will tell you, she feels so much better. Okay, bottom of the deck for him. Oh my God, it is so funny because right under that is the Queen of Pentacles, is the Moon and Queen of Pentacles. It's the Moon energy. It's her. This is always her. It's always her. Once he's had a taste of his feminine, he cannot be in another connection. So in this Moon's energy, he's just like, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen. This is very hidden from him at this time. He's in the Moon's energy. He knows they're going through cycles. He knows that he's in his emotions, and he's creating his own illusions, okay? Her bottom of the deck for this, her overall energy is the Five of Swords. She feels so defeated. That's exactly why she's just wanting to move on. She feels very defeated in this connection at this time, all right? Granted, it's an energetic connection because they don't feel like they're in communication, or if they are, we're not truly communicating what's truly in the heart space at this time, because there is very much a defensive energy. Bottom of the deck, head, heart, and environment for our masculine and our feminine is this accelerated motion, which is the Eight of Wands energy and the World card. This is wanting to talk. This is wanting to move forward in the connection. This is about wanting to complete a cycle. They want to complete this cycle of separation. Bottom of the deck for our head, heart, and environment for our divine masculine is the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands. He wants a new beginning. He wants to make an offer of a new beginning to his feminine. Bottom of the deck for our feminine is Six of Wands and Four of Swords. So this gives me great comfort in knowing that she is going to heal victoriously from her issues today, from her pain today. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, first card out, Nine of Cups, community card. Community card comes up. That looks like three women. Here we got three women. Here we got three women. So you got to understand, because of this feminine, why I had to go into this space. But this is, again, I don't ask for third parties here. I ask for third parties in the environment. So when I look at this energy, when he thinks about his feminine, reunion is his wish. Reunion is his wish. To be with her is his wish. Okay, but this also could be that at this time he may be, working with his community, working with his tribe, maybe getting advice, talking to people just about how he feels. Okay, this soul tribe energy. And so now, as we further drill down into his headspace, what do we get? Temperance. First card out, he's trying to heal. He's trying to balance things out within himself. I said, what is he healing? He's healing his indecision, Two of Wands energy. He's healing, like, we're at this crossroads. We're not moving towards each other. And so what it gets him into is, like, he wants to rush in because of fear. Knight of Wands. I said, what about the Knight of Wands? Five of Pentacles. But he's not, because that's where he gets stuck in this Two of Wands energy. He's like, he wants to rush in because of fear, but he's worried about rejection. Right? He's already been rejected by her. He wants to build this long-term legacy with her, Ten of Pentacles. He knows she is his long-term partner, but he knows they are stuck, Eight of Swords, stuck in this petty argument, okay? And so he's evaluating. He wants to call this connection back to life, but he is heartbroken. He is feeling loss. So what about the Three of Swords? Knight of Pentacles. So he's getting in his head to see how he can analyze the situation and slowly move forward out of this energy into a better evaluation. In her headspace, she's got this Hope card. This is like the Sun card. Let me confirm. This is the Sun. She gets the Sun a lot. So I have great hope for this feminine that she's going to come out of this energy that she's in. So sorry, the Hope card is the Star card. She's healing. This is hope. This is faith. This is healing. This is success. This is enlightenment. So she's healing about what? Over this King of Swords energy. She's just like, I can't find anything. So if you're snooping on his social media, if you're like doing things to try to figure it out, you're not finding third parties because he's not in that energy. He's the King of Swords. He's the King of Swords. He's not untruthful at this time. So that she needs to heal that, to understand that her masculine is trustworthy at this time. First card out for her is Three of Cups, okay? So as we start to get more Three of Cups in here, Three of Cups in the connection, Three of Cups for him, now Three of Cups for her. He has Three of Cups here, you know, in the energy deck. And so this is union energy. This is, now I know, it's too consistent now for it to be a third party situation. This is Three of Cups. This is wanting union. This is wanting to come together to celebrate during the holidays even, okay? And with a worthy masculine that is honest now, okay? She's trying to heal this to see if he, to understand that he is. So when she thinks about him, she wants to come together. She wants to move this forward, the wheel's energy, okay? I said, what about the wheel? With her emperor, with her divine masculine, okay? She wants to move forward. She doesn't want to stay stuck in this karmic cycle, and she wants this reunion. And again, the emperor comes out. I said, okay, what about the emperor? Three of Wands. She's in this position of, she knows that he's manifesting into the emperor. She knows that there's still more time there. Okay, she knows that he's not quite in this energy yet, but she knows that he is her divine masculine. And so she's staying in her strength. I really get this, that she's a little bit in her pride and a little bit of her ego. And that's why she's like, I got to just move on. I'm not going to get hurt again. I'm not going to get hurt. And so in her headspace, she's like, I got to be strong. I got to be strong. What about the strength card? Here's the Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is with or without you. That's the strength that she's in. I said, what about that? Ace of Wands. She's like, I got to be strong. I got to be strong. I'm going to stay in my power to move forward. I do want a new beginning with him, but she's just not ready. And she knows he's not ready. And so we have the Page of Wands. And so there is this desire for communication in her headspace about to have a new beginning. So when she thinks about him, she's a little lopsided, right? She's like, she wants to believe that he is the King of Swords, a man of integrity and of honesty. She wants to come back together, but she knows he's not ready. So she's staying in her strength. She's staying in her pride. She's staying in her ego about the new beginning. But then she wants communication about just taking a leap. There's a part of her that's like, I want to play it safe and just move away from him. And there's a part of her that I just want to take a leap of faith and be with him. That's where she is in her headspace. That's the imbalance. So now, in his heart space, look at this, Nine of Wands, Angel of Love. This is beautiful energy. Nine of Wands, spiritual strength. This is him knowing that she is his divine feminine. When the Nine of Wands comes up in this deck, this is all about reminding him that he has the strength to complete whatever it is that he's working on, that he has courage and discipline and stability and persistence, that this is not the time for him to give up on anything. And what is it that he's not going to give up on? This tender connection with his feminine. This is about, you know, him wanting to have a deeper love with her, wanting to be tender with her, wanting to be with her again, reunite with her again. He doesn't want to give up on that in his heart space. He doesn't. And so now as we drill down further into his heart space, here's what we get. Well, High Priestess comes out. This is divine feminine. But this is divine feminine who's like sage and who's like wise and who knows everything but says nothing. This comes up a lot for me in the readings when they're not in communication, and now she's become unattainable, right? She's unattainable. High Priestess. What about High Priestess? Six of Pentacles. It's like he wants to be able to give to her and receive from her, but they're in hermit mode. I said, what about the Six of Pentacles? Hermit mode. He's in hermit mode right now. He's further going through his enlightenment, just looking at himself, thinking about this connection, you know, further realizing what it is that he wants. And he's got the wheel too now. Remember, she's got the wheel in her headspace as related to union. So in his heart, he wants to move this wheel of destiny forward into what? Nine of Cups, his wishes, which is right here in his headspace. He wants to move this into his wishes, and he wants to manifest the Magician's energy. I said, what does he want to manifest? The Empress. He wants to manifest his feminine. I said, what about the feminine? Seven of Pentacles. He's just kind of like doesn't know how to manifest. And I think this is very interesting as I am reading this, that the Emperor came out in her headspace with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like finally things coming in that you wanted to manifest. She's wanting to manifest him, and he is wanting to manifest her. And then finally, there's a breakthrough in his heart space. There is clarity. And what is the clarity? Death. So I just feel like his clarity right now, because she's in Queen of Wands, is that this could be over. I said, what about the Death card, Ten of Pentacles? Remember, this Ten of Pentacles is here, is clarified by the Eight of Swords, which is they can't have, he thinks that he cannot have it right now because they're stuck in their pettiness, they're stuck in their argument, they're stuck in this, disagreement. And so this clarity for him is the death of this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So for her in her heart space, she's got Four of Cups and strategy. And this is very much about, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the cycle. So this is where she gets caught up. I'm sick of the cycle. I'm sick of the cycle. You're boring me with your deceit. You're boring me with your illusion. You're boring me with this story that we're in this in and out of energy. This is where she stops in her heart space. That's why she takes up like this energy of like, I just got to move on from you, right? And with strategy here in this deck, the strategy card is all about making plans, trying to decide. And I feel like she's being strategic about her plans, about, the change. And the thing is, it's like you've got to be aware of the particulars around how you want to move forward. Okay, so this is like she's got to get it together. She's got to balance her head and her heart space before she makes a strategy and be thoughtful about her actions, because right now in her Strength card, I feel like that's the shadow. She's acting in her impulsiveness of the Queen of Wands because she's still in a wounded energy in her heart space. That she's like, I'm just going to move on from him. I'll be fine without him. I don't need him. I'm the queen, right? Because she's like, I'm bored. So in her heart space, she should be strategizing up here, but there's an imbalance, okay? So let's get further into her energy of her heart space, all right? And I got to tell you, feminines, I'm sorry if you're getting triggered. Then I hope I am triggering you, because maybe that will give you the opportunity to look at your actions and what you're thinking, because that can be helpful. Triggers are good, okay? They're not bad. If you want to have something fed to you that's just going to give you warm and fuzzies, I mean, sometimes I get those readings, sometimes I don't, but I've got to deliver the messages as I get them. So this bored energy, and of being in a strategy of just like wanting to move on because you're in your strength energy of your ego and of your pride, you've got to make sure you're balanced out if you're going to make that decision. And hey, if you make that decision and you're not wounded in your heart, then more power to you. Go forward, have a new beginning. But if you're wounded and you're making a decision to move forward and move on because you're still wounded, then you've got to rethink this. So first card out for her in her environment, Three of Wands. Here's that manifestation again. What does she want to manifest? Movement out of a rough patch. She's just like, I can't do this anymore. Because this is Five of Swords energy, then moves into the Six of Swords. This is it. She's like, I want to transition out of this. Remember, this Three of Wands here is with the Emperor, and that's telling me that this manifestation is just not happening quick enough for her. So she's like, I got to move on. That's why I'm Queen of Wands. And she too has Magician, just like him. And what does she want to manifest? She's manifesting conflict. What is, and what is this Five of Wands about? Knight of Wands energy. Remember, he wants to come in quickly because he's fearful about this separation, okay? But he's also not coming towards you because he feels like you might reject him. You're manifesting inner and outer conflict within yourself, and you're moving in this Knight of Wands energy, moving away from him out of your own fear. See how you're mirroring? Further in the heart space, Moon, you're like, there's some illusion. There's something happening in the background. There's something I'm in the dark about. So Page of Swords, you're trying to snoop, you're trying to observe, you're trying to watch what's happening. And then Page of Pentacles clarifies this further. I had to clarify this Moon energy further. So you think there's something there, and so you're social media snooping, you're maybe asking people about him or whatever. And so there's this hidden energy that you're really trying to figure out about, offers, Page of Pentacles. So what about the Page of Pentacles? Eight of Cups. And I feel like because you don't see it, you're not seeing the offer, you're like, I gotta walk away anyway. I gotta walk away. That's what I feel like you're getting. Because you're in the dark and you can't find third party information, you can't find it out. You're like, I got to walk away anyway because it's so in your core. That wound is so in your heart space. I get it and I feel sad about it, but it's so rooted there that you're just in an energy of like, I got to just walk away from this. And so here's the sun card, and that's what's the illumination. This is about, the sun card is the most positive card in the deck, and I think it's very interesting that the sun and the moon came out here in the heart space, which is about the dark and the light. It's also the masculine and the feminine energy. And but this sun card here, I said, what is this illumination? What is this sun about? It's about the Two of Pentacles. This is like illumination of juggling, illumination of imbalance. I said, what's the imbalance about? Seven of Swords. Again, it's about this deceit. You're like, what is he juggling? I want it to come to light. I want to find out. And then we get the moon again. It's so rooted in her heart. It's so rooted in her heart space that she's very much struggling. Think even the cards are saying that there's nobody, but she's so wounded that she still thinks the energy is there. Okay. If you want to book your healing session with me, you've got to send me your cards, your pictures first. Okay. In his environment, look at this. Four of Wands energy, foundation and achievement, Archangel Michael, root energy. Okay, so this Four of Wands energy, I don't need to tell you what the Four of Wands is. In his environment, he wants stability. In his environment, he wants union. And what this root chakra is about, this is about stability and security. This is about the base of his spine. This is the first chakra. And so this very much is like, he's trying to like get out of any stuck energy, out of his indecision, out of being stuck here, right? And this is about, he wants to start to feel secure. He wants to move forward. He wants to be personally stable. He wants to have his inner stability, his inner strength to stabilize. He's trying to stabilize himself for union. And so let's see what's further happening in his environment as related to the feminine. Okay. First card out is he's going through a completion process. This is a major arcana. He's completing things at this time. I said, what is he completing? Eight of Wands. He's completing this movement forward. Because remember, he can't move forward. He's healing right now. He doesn't feel like she wants him at this time. So he's trying to just stabilize himself, gain his inner strength, and accept the death of this connection. There's this Five of Swords energy that comes out. He's feeling defeated. He feels loss of his connection with his feminine, and it's clarified by the Devil card. That's the energy that he is stuck in right now. And I said, what about the Devil? The moon. He's unsure, unclear. Things are hidden for him. I said, what's hidden? And then I get the World card. So he's very much, remember, we just got completion. We just got stability. He's trying to unstuck himself from the moon's energy, from the Devil's energy, which is exactly the same energy that the feminine is dealing with in her heart space. Illusions, darkness, unknown. He's completing it. He's completing it here in his environment. And I really feel like because of his faith now, he's got this faith in this connection. He's accepting and surrendering the connection. This gives the universe the chance to come in and work on this union with the masculine and feminine. So we've got this completion of movement forward with the feminine. We've got him accepting defeat, coming out of the energy of being stuck. But we do have this defensiveness energy, Seven of Wands. I said, who is he defensive against? The Queen of Wands. He's guarded against her because he's like, she's moving on. So he's guarded against her right now. What about the Queen of Wands? Page of Wands. He's guarded against communicating with her. I said, what about the communication? Star. He's healing. He's healing at this time. He's healing because he's also dealing with the loss. And I said, what is he healing? Five of Wands. So he's healing his own internal conflict as well. He wants to heal this conflict with his feminine, the Queen of Wands. And he knows they're not in a position to communicate, Eight of Wands, at this time. And so I said, okay, but what does he want to communicate? Page of Cups. He wants to communicate his offer of love because he also, Six of Swords, wants to move forward, wants to move out of this energy that they're in. So I said, all right, for our feminine, for our beautiful feminine who is in a lot of pain around third-party situations or the pain of the past, tell me about this Queen of Wands energy in the environment, even though I know it is her. What about the Queen of Wands? Two of Swords. Things are at a standstill with this Queen of Wands. What about the Two of Wands? Five of Wands. There's conflict there with the Queen of Wands. What about the Five of Wands, Two of Swords? What about this Queen of Wands? The Lovers. This is about his divine partner, okay? There's things are standstill because there's a conflict in this connection with his twin flame, Four of Wands, okay? As in one more card, Queen of Cups. So this is what I got. So now the Queen of Wands has become the Queen of Cups. Well, lo and behold, here's what's happening in her environment. And remember, people, she's not in her heart space yet. She is the Empress, but she's not in her heart space yet. So here's what's happening. In her environment, she is the Empress, but she's in this Empress energy of like, what are the other options here? What are my other options? What are the other possibilities for me in my life and my environment? Okay, what are the other options? And so that's what she's working on as she's trying to run away, or move away rather. I take that back, move away from the connection because of fear. I said, what about it? And here's what we get. Okay, hold on. Got to make sure I always do this in order because I clarified the heck out of this section. Okay. Our Empress. King of Swords. Here he is. He's already in the headspace. We know this is the masculine, okay? So in his headspace, in her environment, she's like, what are my other possibilities maybe with my King of Swords? And she's confused. She doesn't know. What are my other possibilities? She doesn't know. She doesn't know Page of Cups, what other offers. And remember, he has the Page of Cups. That's how he wants to come forward to her. She just doesn't know. She doesn't know if she wants him. She doesn't know if she doesn't want him. She's confused. She's in her emotions. She's in her chaos in her environment around, offers from this King of Swords. I said, what about it? Queen of Cups. And so I was like, okay, so I know she's not in a third party energy with the Queen of Cups, so I know this is her. This is her confused, trying to be in her heart space, okay? But she's confused if he's a King of Swords, if he's honest, if he's a man of integrity. She doesn't know. So in her environment, she's confused about moving forward in love with him because she's still trying to work through her heart space. Furthermore, the Lovers here. And remember, the Lovers just came out for him in that clarification with the Queen of Wands, which turns out to be the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Here it is, Lovers. She wants this divine partnership. She wants this divine connection. She wants the Ten of Pentacles with him. She wants union, Two of Cups with him. Okay, but she knows Eight of Swords, that's stuck. Just like this Ten of Pentacles is stuck with the Eight of Swords, this union is stuck for her. And so Eight of Wands. She wants to communicate, but what about the communication? What about the movement? Three of Swords. She's just too heartbroken to communicate. Okay, what about it? Two of Wands. She's not sure what she wants to do about movement forward. What about it? Four of Cups. Her heart's closed. So I said, all right, let's find out about this Queen of Cups in her environment. Okay, let's just find out because we've got issues. Who's the Queen of Cups? Eight of Wands. We just got the Eight of Wands for her and her environment. We got the Eight of Wands for him in his environment. Okay, so this is the Queen of Cups, wanting to move forward, wanting to communicate. Queen of Wands. This is her. You can't get Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups here, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups here. Because remember, she can't find anything. She doesn't know who the third party is. She is the person. She is the Queen of Wands. And so she is wanting to communicate in her power. But she knows she needs to heal. She knows she needs to heal Temperance. She knows she needs to heal this Queen of Wands energy for this offer. Remember that he wants to make for a new beginning. The Fool. This all goes back to this headspace, guys. That she's the Queen of Wands. In her strength, in that shadow of the Strength card. She's in the Queen of Wands energy, wanting to move away from him because of her fears, but then also wanting to take a chance in a new beginning with him. And here in my right ear is ringing so loudly right now, as I'm saying it. And then here in her environment, she wants to move forward, but she knows she's got to heal this Queen of Wands energy before this offer comes in for a new beginning from the masculine. She knows that she needs to get back into her heart space, Queen of Cups, which is what he wants as well. Okay, I hope that helped you guys. Bottom of the deck for the connective energy is the Sun and Judgment. There's positivity and there's success over this rebirth of this connection. Let's go ahead and get started. Queen of Wands. Right? Queen of Wands. I'm like, thank God I already clarified. Here she is. Queen of Wands. What about her in the current connection? She's sad. Five of Cups, she's sad. This is past energy. When you get the Five of Cups, you're sad about the Three of Cups in the past. You're sad that he missed the blessing behind him. You're sad that he missed that union. This is why she's Queen of Wands, because she's sad. So what about the Five of Cups? Ace of Wands. Remember, we already got Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands here. She's sad about potentially not having this new beginning. And then I said, what about it? High Priestess. Because she's trying to stay in her intuition too about, do I want this new beginning? Am I going to stay in my sadness around this union? Four of Wands. Remember, the Queen of Wands was already clarified here as the Four of Wands and Queen of Cups. And she's already the High Priestess in his heart. So this Queen of Wands, furthermore, is the feminine. There is this nostalgia happening. Six of Cups in the connection. There is this thoughts of the past, memories of the past that they're trying to move forward from so that they can be in the Six of Swords energy and move out of that rough patch. But there's conflict, Five of Wands, about coming into a new beginning with the Fool card, okay? And here's the Queen of Cups. She's trying, our feminine, to get into her heart space to have this long-term legacy, to build this Ten of Pentacles, which is what she wants and which is what he wants, okay? And she's trying to balance with the Chariot to get there. She is. Remember, Chariot came out here for her. She's trying to balance that shadow and the light to get into her heart space. Heal. This connection is going through healing of the truth. Knight of Swords. What about it? Eight of Pentacles. That they're both working hard on themselves. And then King of Cups. He's getting into his heart space. He is. What about the King of Cups? The Sun. He's in his heart space. That's why he's wounded. That's why he's wanting this tender connection. That's why he's stabilizing. That's why he's wanting for her to match him as the Queen of Cups. Because he's seen the light. He's been illuminated. He knows that she is his partner. What about the Sun? Right? He's come out of this devil's energy with the Queen of Wands. Right? Because he's seeing her. He's seeing her in this energy right now where she's leaving, and that's the energy he felt stuck in, but he's gaining positivity and success. And remember, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, he is defensive around her. He's stuck in this devil's energy. Remember that he's cycling out of in the environment space to come into the Sun's energy, to stay in his heart space, to be the King of Cups, this emotionally mature masculine in his heart space. Do you guys see the dupes in his environment of the Devil card, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Wands? He's seeing her walk away. He's seeing her leave. He's feeling her energy leave him. And so he's feeling defensive and guarded, and he feels like this connection is stuck. But in this environment, remember, through this defeat, through this surrender of the connection, he is completing his illusion. He is completing his stuck energy, so that he can gain the strength to move forward, to communicate with his feminine. And that's where that Sun card comes into play, where he gets into his heart space, okay? I hope this helped, guys. I hope this was clear and gave you a better understanding of the connection. Please, if you want to work on yourself, or if you want to book your own personal reading to understand your own personal situation, then book your reading directly on my website. But if you want to book the healing, then go to my website, read the service description, and then email me a picture of you and your twin, and we can see if we can work together. Go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.